We're almost there, guys.
I thought you were setting
I
up.
appreciate your polite laughter.
I thought you were setting up the call back.
This is off the line now.
Ah.
All right, we're live.
We're going to be on the line. All right, give a warm round of applause to y'all. Thank you for coming out tonight. This is the LA School of Comedy Open Mic Friday, September 16th. Thank you for coming. We got a great house tonight. I'm your host, Andre Abrahamians. That's the right amount of applause for that, too. Oh, my goodness. Now I'm ready to die happy. Thank you so much. Okay, let's kick off the show. You guys ready for some comedy? Okay. All right, our first performer, very talented comedian. She is performing at the Comedy Chateau on September 24th at 10 p.m. So give a warm hand of applause for the very funny, the very talented, the very lovely Allie. Keep it going, guys. That was good. You gotta write it out.
Yes, always. True.
Come on, man, clap it. Whoa! Friday night, corner of Westwood and Santa Monica. It's getting mad. Give it up for yourselves for being alive. It's hard to be alive, isn't it? It's hard. I'm paying so many bills. I don't even have any money ever, but I just gave you a little shout out, so it's gonna come back talking about witchcraft and shit, right? It's bad out there, man. I live on Gower in Franklin, right next to this huge tent city right by the overpass. And that shit is fucking crazy. Every time I drive by, something's on fire. I saw a tent so big, it had a 2-car garage, guys. The tents are getting bigger. COVID tents, I saw a tent so big there was a couch inside and they were just chilling. I swear, I drove by, there was a couch in the tent and they were chilling the fuck out. I'm like, what's going on here, guys? Shouldn't you be getting a job? I don't get it. And then it was hot, it was like 110, remember? Last week? Anyone alive last week? 110, that tent city was fucking out of there. And I'm like, these bitches went to Venice, and now they're on a drum circle. So move on to the West Coast. West Side, right? West Side tents. Venice is getting scary. Everyone's getting shot up and shit. You guys watch Citizen? Anyone on Citizen? Everyone, there's a guy with a machete on every block. What's with the guy with the machete? There's always a guy with a machete. I'm like, is this guy going all over LA? He's everywhere. You watching that shit?
Yeah.
Went up to Burning Man. Burning Man just happened. Any Burning Man people here? Did you see the Burning Man? It took 8 hours to get out of there. Did you see the traffic? Pretty bad, right? Imagine that walk of shame. You gotta sit in traffic for 8 hours with 60,000 people you just had sex with the night before. Imagine that walk of shame. Come on, 60,000 people you just had. That's a good joke, guys. Orgies, they're all fucking out in the desert, right? That's a white-ass festival, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's one of the whitest, besides Renaissance Fair, that's gotta be the whitest shit ever, right? Did you see any black people at Burning Man? I didn't see them, right? You think black parents are gonna let their kids go out in the middle of the desert with fucking worshipping cows and shit? Like, what's going on now? Did the alien ship land? I'm ready to see David Miscavige just pop up like the Wizard of Oz, right? In a fucking fire and be like, Dorothy! Alright, Wizard of Oz, anyone? David Miscavige? That was a Scientology. Any Scientologists in here? Are you really? Oh, okay. I feel bad for them. Damn, you watched that? You watched that Leah Remini shit? You drive by the Scientology building, that shit looks like a mental institute. Who's dying to get in there? They're doing shock therapy with the fucking... We got the doctor over here, we got a doctor over here. What's with the shock therapy? Mental health, anyone? Okay. Rehab? Give it up for sober people. Come on, give it up for sober. I'm sober. I just got 5 years.
All right. Yeah.
It's hard, man. COVID was hard. There is such a thing as sober anger. Trust me, dude. There's sober rage. You get in traffic, right? You just want to get your fucking gun out and kill people. I think it's harder to be sober than it is to be drunk. At least when you're drunk, you're not worried about shit, right? More violent people are sober. I think there's a huge sober community in LA. It's because everybody's right? Snap it up. Sober community in LA because everybody's angry, right? Everybody's angry and hungry in this city. I don't get it. I'm not from here. All these skinny motherfuckers are all hungry. That's what I decided. I work in hospitality, so I do customer service. I get the worst people. They're the worst. They're all hungry. That's what I decided. You don't see people in the South sad because they eat, man. These LA people, they're vegans, right? They don't eat, man.
They're the worst.
Give it up for vegans. Come on. Animal activism. Come on. I'm not a hunter. Is anyone a hunter around here? I eat hamburgers, but like I couldn't shoot a cow to save my life. Could you? Could you shoot a cow?
Yes.
You could?
Yes.
Are you saying they're dumb? Could you grab a chicken and fucking snap its neck and eat that thing for dinner later?
If you want me to.
Really? With the chickens? Alright. We got some men in
Not
here.
literally, don't fuck the
I'm from Montana originally, a lot of hunters up there. Montana? Yeah, river runs through it. A lot of Brad Pitts running around there. It's great, man. I come to LA, these dudes are all fucking sleeping on your couch, right? Where I'm from, it's like dudes build you a house. When you come to LA, they're like trying to sleep on your couch. Like, I don't get it. That's what Tinder. It's like, am I gonna get a dude that's gonna fly by on a Lime scooter to pick me up? That's LA, right? They are. They pick you up on their scooter and shit. What the fuck, man? I'm looking for a truck. Put me in your truck. Damn. Right? How much time do I have?
I think 4 or 5.
All right. One day we'll time me for real. I gotta get my shit down. I gotta get my shit down because I have a show, like randomly. Clap it up for yourself. Clap it up for us getting shows. We're moving up. New year, new you. Rosh Hashanah's coming up. We gotta get into it. New year, new you, right? Oh, it's gonna be my first show. I'm a little nervous. So. People are crazy out there. These bitches are live, man. These girls are fucking scary. I'm telling you, like, the girls are scary as fuck. They're, like, nice on stage, and then when you go back, they're like, yeah, I'll fucking kill you. You know what I mean? The girls in comedy are scary. Sorry, I'm just talking off the hinge now. That's why people do their 10 minutes and they fucking leave, dude, because people are so mean, you know? I don't know. I'm from Montana, like I said, so like we have guns out there. People walk around carrying and shit. Not like LA. They're trying to take the guns. Did you see the mayor? Someone broke into her house and stole her weapons. Did you see the chick that was running for mayor?
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? I'm like, at least she's packing. This place is fucking crazy. They're trying to take our guns. And fucking everyone's getting robbed and shit. I'm a concierge at a hotel. I gotta tell the customers, don't wear any jewelry if you go to Beverly Hills. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You smash and grab shit. Did you see Did you see the Slauson shit where they ran in on the 7-Eleven and just started fucking yanking the chips and the fucking Gatorades and shit? What's up with that, man? You're so hard up, you gotta get some chips? Why don't you do the real robberies? Hit the Beverly Hills shit up. Were you guys here for the riots after COVID?
Yeah.
Riots? Would you have stormed into Nike and stole all those shoes if it was you?
No.
I wear a ski mask in my pocket at all times in case there's a fucking smash and grab. I'm ready to go, dude. I need some sneakers. I don't know how much time I have, but okay, I got 3 minutes, but like I gotta really work this shit out. So I'm gonna give the rest of the time back to the room. But my name's Allie. You can follow me on Instagram, AllieB416. I used to work for a conspiracy podcast, so if you want to talk conspiracies, just DM me. I got a news page called LA Confidentials. And give it up for yourselves one more time. Thank you.
Oh, good job. Keep it going, guys. Yeah, give it up for Allie, guys. Yeah, she's definitely packing. I would not cross the street with her during a riot. Okay.
There you go.
Great. Taking care of personal stuff here. Great. Oh, man. That was great. Go see her if you're available. Comedy Chateau. doing auditions on Sundays at 4 p.m.
If you need a ticket to my show, I'll give you the link for free. Everybody gets in free.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Meet Allie after the show. She'll get you the text.
And you gotta clap it up, alright?
Yeah. Oh, you gotta support.
It's 10 p.m.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay, you guys ready for more comedy? Let's keep it going. This next comedian, met him on Wednesday. He's a very funny guy. Mispronounced his name. Not gonna do that this time. All right? Yeah. Otherwise, the groups will come after me. Let's give it up. A warm round of applause for the very talented Jesus.
I'm glad somebody brought up the weather because it was fucking hot. Like, shitty ass fucking hot. And I was like tripping out that there were people gas was expensive too that week too. It was like, what, like $6? And I was like tripping out. There were people who were driving out to Mojave Desert to feel 127 degree heat. Bro, save yourself some money, go on Instagram, and look at those dumbasses doing it for you. It is not cute. It does not look fun. What else? I've been on I was one of the original invites from Mark. Yeah, it used to be invite only, exclusive club, huh? And now they have this thing called Facebook Memories. And Facebook Memories is supposed to bring up cute pictures of your pets or your friends or your family. But for some reason I looked at my phone and I looked at the memory notification and I clicked on it and all it was a screenshot that said, "Find out what happened to this woman's nuts." And it was just like an article and I was thinking to myself, why? Why did I screenshot this? I tried to like think. And then I looked at the timestamp, and it was 2:52 a.m., so I was obviously drunk. Lessons. I suffer from broke person syndrome. I just have like these tendencies, these life hacks that I've had to learn, like how to fold toilet paper up into little triangles to save. I realized why they fold ramen in half. It's so that you could break it apart and have the other one the next day. I get like super anxiety when I go shopping because I can't look at price tags, and so I have a self-fulfilling issue with my credit card bill. Anyways, I have a cat. I have two cats actually. I have one cat. His name is Trouble, and that's my Insta. I'm Trouble the cat. Yeah, you can find me there. Of course, I have to plug myself. But also, I have another cat, and her name is Grandma. I love her very much. I've had her for about 8-9 years now. I found her in an alley behind my mom's house. So I told and I was there just after finishing grad school, and I moved because I found a job. I'm surprised nobody laughed at the fact that a brown person finished grad school. I don't know. Not in the usual MO, but yeah, mini flex. So I ended up like leaving my mom a check for $25, and I told her to take her to the vet in a couple of months. I get a phone call a couple months later, and it's her on FaceTime. So I answer it because I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And she says, "Oh, the vet won't do the procedure." And I said, "Okay, well, let me talk to the vet because she's on FaceTime, and I'm going to translate. She speaks only Spanish." Turns around the camera. I'm talking to the vet. The vet explains to me that cat needs an abortion. Cat's pregnant already. It's going to cost me an extra $25. So that's what the vet's actually trying to explain to her. So I say, hey, immediately as I start translating this, my mom's face on the camera just like goes like, whoa. And I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, we can't do an abortion. We're Catholic. Like, that's not in our DNA. Like, we can't do this shit. We got her spayed. Got her fixed. Brought her home a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago now. I was working from home, and I was on like a group chat, or a group video called like 30 people, but I had my camera off, and my cat was sitting like literally right in front of me, and she was licking herself, and so about 30 to 40 people on this like group call heard me say, "Grandma, stop licking yourself." Just random shit. What else I got? I try to be nice. I mean, I try to be nice, right? We live in LA, so you got to be a little hard when you come up on somebody. But I'll open doors for people. I'll wave at people if they look at me. I will help somebody, like an old person, cross the street. But some people take this the wrong way, like totally misinterpret it. I was walking into the gym and there was this guy, and I opened the door for him, and his response to me was like, "Hey bro, I'm not gay." And I'm like, why? Like, where did this come from? Hypermasculinity hit you much? I didn't understand because he was ugly, and it's always the ugly guy. Always. Fucking ogres. I mean, I just don't get it. Nobody wants to get up in those like nasty unwashed asses. On that topic, anybody hear about Ricky Martin's nephew, the scandal that went on?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. So his nephew accused him of molestation, and I was thinking to myself, damn, I need to look up this person, because if you're accusing Ricky Martin, you got to be really good looking, like hot, right? Like, come on. I pulled this shit up. Looked like the fucking ogre that I opened the door for. I was so disappointed. Gosh, waste of 5 minutes. Anybody else see an Instagram post or a TikTok video of a guy that's he's vegan and he's laying flowers on some processed meat? I didn't even need to see the sound, but I was like, really? You don't think that the cow would have appreciated eating that rose when it was alive? Not when it's dead. Like, cows don't want to eat dead. Anyways, I'll work on that one. We all heard about the Queen.
Yeah.
Disappointing. I am a former British subject, so I have like a little soft spot. But I must also say, I want to take you guys to understand and be inspired by Camilla. Homegirl was side chick to number 1. I am Mexican. It is Mexican Independence Day. I didn't get up for it though. I'm like, you have to get up at like 5 a.m. and you scream into the night. I don't know, it's this whole thing. But I have a giant mustache that I've had since I was 12, so I guess that's enough of a proud symbol of being Mexican. I like it. I find cookie crumbs in there, so sometimes before I go to bed, I'm like doing this, so I get a little snack. I think I could pull this one off tonight. I work at a fintech. So I get paid very well. Probably not as much as the white people in this room, but definitely 30% more than the women, so, so that's it.
All right, give it up for us.
Good, man. Yes. Get him a beard trimmer, someone. For November. All right, you guys ready for more comedy? Let's keep it going. Lights, energy. Our next performer, the talented young man, is going to come up and show us his talents. Come on stage, Daniel. Show him what it's all about.
What's up, guys? How we doing tonight? So, over the summer, I had a job at a bookstore, and I realized that firing people is a really, really good feeling. Like, it makes sense why when you were a kid, your parents were just dishing out punishment left and right. Because, it feels good to fire somebody. But I'm never going to fire somebody who doesn't deserve to be fired. Like, this person was working, and, he kind of just, so it's a bookstore. He was kind of just, dressing like shit. And like, but like it's a bookstore, so like I'm not expecting you to get like dolled up and like go all crazy. But like he would just come to work, like just like I'm just like, bro, like he kind of like smelled like shit too. But anyway, so this one morning, it was a Saturday, and Saturdays in bookstores are like that's like the biggest day, like that's a lot of foot traffic and stuff. So I wake up to this text message from him, and it's like this paragraph. He's like, dog, I got like food poisoning. Like I'm like, Dad, I can't make it in. And I'm initially like, fuck, like, prayers up, bro, like, just drink a lot of water, like, take it easy, stay inside, you know, like, we're gonna make it through this, you know? So I go to the store for that day, and I'm, like, doing both the jobs. I'm, like, dancing around, fucking ringing people up, filing shit away, like, just doing everything. And you know that moment when, like, things just, like, hit you? Like, you just start realizing stuff? Like, I'm like, wait a minute, this dude had food poisoning? Like, what? Like, I've had food poisoning, like, never. Like, food poisoning, that just, like, yeah. So I'm just sitting there, I'm like, damn, like, what? Like, how do I say this? Like, food poisoning, out of all the bullshit excuses, is, like, the one that has the lowest percentage of actually being, like, if somebody says to you, I have the flu, like, they might actually have the flu. Somebody says to you they have food poisoning, like, that's code for Call of Duty and bong rips. Like, so I'm, like, literally, like, dog, like, this fucking dude, like, literally, like, the next time he comes up with some bullshit, I'm just gonna have to fire him. So then he hits me up a few days later and goes, dog, I have COVID. And COVID is just, like, any slacker's just wet dream for, like, just, like, once COVID came in, all the people who just sit on their asses were like, bro, that shit, like, I have, like, any student was like, dog, teacher, I got fucking COVID. So he's like, yo, I have COVID, bro, like, I can't come in. So I go to his house, and I'm, like, ready to just drop the hammer on this fool. I'm like, dog, that's it, like, you are done for. He shows, I look at him, and I'm like, damn, he kind of looks kind of sick, though. I'm like, bro, you're fired, like, that's it, you know, like, I gotta let you go. 3 days later, I tested positive for COVID-19. Yeah, so I was taking classes last semester, and I'm 25, so, like, I'm not, like, I'm young, but, like, I swear, like the younger people, like 19, 20-year-olds, like, those people are intimidating, low-key. Like, I don't know what it was about, like, being in this class. Like, I was, like, because, like, when I go to class, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to class, I'm going to, you know, pass my classes, try to get through it. These people are like, yeah, I'm going to pass my classes, try to get through it. And they don't have any worries or anything like that. I'm like, I'm trying to pass my classes, and then I also got this, like, $9,000 Spectrum bill, and the AC in my apartment doesn't work, and now I can't sleep anymore, and that chick that I had a crush on when I was, like, 9 years old, she's getting married, and she's got kids now, and I'm just like, fuck, like, these fucking young-ass people, bro, like, to be fucking young again, like, on some real shit, like, dude, these 19-year-olds, like, yeah. I really hate when famous people complain. Does anybody feel me on that? Like, why is that news when, like, a famous person is like, yeah, well, like, when I was, like, 16, I had a traumatizing experience. It's like, bro, like, they're like, fuck, like, God, why did you make me so rich and so beautiful? I wanted to be ugly and poor like everybody else. I didn't want to fuck all these bitches. Yeah. That's pretty much all I got. I wasn't gonna go crazy. It was just.
Yeah. Give it up for Daniel. Where can we find you?
Dan Tien on Instagram.
Right on. Gonna be starring in the live-action Doug Funny movie later. It's a 90s reference for. Are there any Gen Zs around here? Yes. You're Gen Z too, I guess?
I'm a millennial.
Oh yeah.
You seem confused about that.
No, because 81 to 96 is millennial. I was born in 98, so I'm Gen Z, because 97 to 2012 is Gen Z.
Okay.
We have a real
So
Gen.
were you born in
we got one back there too.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're Gen Z.
Yeah. He's
I always thought it was a millennial.
Yeah, we got some Gen cops around here, so okay, let's keep the comedy going. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it rolling. We're doing great on time. Love this momentum. Our next performer, very funny guy, very, he's East Coast, Southern. He's gonna tell you all about it. Give it up for the very talented Hunter.
Keep it going for Andre. How we doing, everybody? I don't know if I'm tell you about that, but I got other things I want to talk about. So, like, y'all believe in, like, woo-woo, manifestation, crystals, hippy-dippy bullshit? Yeah, fucking me too. And, like, not all of it, but, like, a lot of it. And I realized it is so fucking dumb. Oh my god. Like, it is so dumb. And people are like, why are you talking about your belief system is dumb? Because if nothing is going well, I get to blame it on the moon. Like, that's just very, very stupid. And, like, I used to shit talk people like me, like people who, like, had faith or, like, were spiritual. But I think it's because it never hit me. I never really got it. But then I had, like, these first-hand experiences, which, like, gave me this delusional confidence that everything will be okay. And I'm very, very specific in saying delusional because my level of faith that everything will be okay is the opposite of rational. Like, it is just completely delusional all the time. But because we live in this great country, land of the free, home of the brave, I am not delusional. I'm spiritual. And, like, I don't know, like, it's a weird thing to tell a lot of people. Like, on stage, it can work. No one's really alarmed, right? But if I do it on a street corner, it's a different vibe. And, like, I don't know, like, I think this is also, like, the reason, like, everyone says that religion was established to control people, right? And I believe that's true, but I think it's a different way, right? Like, I think the church was established because they were just really tired of people tripping on mushrooms and talking about cosmic oneness, right? Like, and if you meet a dude who won't shut the fuck up about it, I don't think there's a better way to make them stop than put on a Pope hat, slip them mushrooms, tell them, I can talk to Father God and Daddy is mad. We're working on that one. I don't know, boom, religion was born from cosmic daddy issues. Yeah, I like that part. No, it's like, it's just like, I'm thinking about how it's interesting we, like, get to this point. Like, my parents are both very spiritual people, and, like, my parents got it because they, like, did a lot of drugs. They got sober and they found God, right? And I found it because I did a lot of drugs, did other drugs, and then found God. Right, like, my dad's is, like, classic Trump-adjacent evangelical Christian. My mom is, like, you know, trendy, woo-woo, white lady shit. And mine came to me on the back of a psychedelic cereal box called DMT. Like, finding God at the end of a bag of drugs, it's like a family tradition by this point. Thank you, Audrey. Yeah. And, like, I don't know, they, like... I can't read my writing. Interesting, blah, blah, blah. Alright, we're gonna move past this, I think. So yeah, my parents did a lot of drugs, and they got sober. But they were, like, honest people, so, like, they never told me not to do drugs. They just told me that they could never handle their shit. So I got, like, a lot of specific advice. Like, my dad's only advice was, don't smoke weed, it'll make you lazy. So I showed him, I do everything smoking weed. So, lazy? Who knows? But, and, like, my mom, she's a hoot, but her one advice was, if you're gonna do drugs, just make sure they're not from a bathtub. It was her one advice. Nothing else, no bathtub, later no pharmaceuticals. As I said, she's a white lady. And, like, I don't know, if my parents are listening, you guys raised a really responsible drug user, which, by the way, do you know how boring it is to be a responsible drug user? Right? They're like, oh, if you're gonna do it responsibly, and then you do, and, like, half the fun goes away. Right? Like, I used to do cocaine and go to the dentist. Now I'm like, I need 2 weeks to recover and I'll be fine. So psychedelics. We're just going all over the place. Fuck it. I like psychedelics. We have a psychedelic. You look like you either really like psychedelics or judge the fuck out of people who do psychedelics. You're like, oh, okay. Alright, so you're judging me. I appreciate that. It's fine. Everything's good. I'm trying new things and like stage presence, so all y'all have to deal with it while I work out. Yay, comedy. No, but like they're very strange. So you seem so uninterested. But like they're the weirdest of fucking drugs. Like I love them, but they're so strange. Like I took 9 grams of mushrooms, and a human voice told me to move to California. Right? And like I took a bunch of acid, did a whip it, also time compress into one moment and explode like the Big Bang. But the weirdest drug that I have ever done is masturbate and then just think a whole bunch. Now that's a vision quest, right? You don't need to go to Joshua Tree and do mescaline. Jerk off in a bathroom and consider how you got there. Thank you. I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking about drugs maybe, or we'll go back to it. But like, I'm not one of these comedians who thinks that everybody should do drugs. Like, I don't believe it's everyone's path. You do you, Bubba. But like, I am a comedian who deeply believes that everybody is constantly doing drugs. Everybody in this room has used something to alter your consciousness in one way or another, whether it's alcohol or coffee or fucking TikTok. Because TikTok's a wild drug, right? And TikTok was like the fentanyl of social media, right? Like it was imported from China. All the kids are into it, and I'm terrified to try it out. Wes like that one, cool. I don't know, and like social media is like a weird drug. Like everyone's like, TikTok's a weird drug, but I think a very weird drug is Facebook. Because say what you want about harder drugs, is I got in way more trouble on Facebook than I ever did on cocaine. Like on cocaine, I met Jesus at an Applebee's, guys. Like on Facebook, I ruined 3 careers, and I'm pretty sure I'm on a watch list now. So like, what's better? I don't know. So I came from New York recently. Thank you. I moved out here because like wanted to pursue this, but also like when the world ended, like Brooklyn went a little crazy, and I also went a little crazy. Right? Like at this beginning of this pandemic, did you like go a little nuts? Did anyone just kind of like descend into a period of darkness? Right? Yeah, like 2 weeks before, I was like apple picking and dreaming about the future, right? And then 2 weeks in, like I had started popping tongues and yelling about the Chinese Communist Party. Like the transition didn't happen fast. Right? Before the pandemic, I was like a hoorah, I love America and voting, and now I'm like a market socialist crypto fascist, right? The jab didn't turn down anti-government rhetoric, it turned me into like a Sesame Street Antifa, everybody. So I don't really know where I'm going in life, and we're figuring it out together. I moved out here with my partner. She's a redhead, I am a hero. Just wanted to say that, that's not a joke. But I'm just happy, like, I met her and she came along when she did. Because, like, I was single for 5 years. And if you're single and fucking love it, you're like, wow, I'll take it. No, but, like, if you're single, loving life, fucking more power to you. But for me, it was getting kind of dark. Why are you laughing at that? It was going down like a dark path. No, it wasn't drugs. I was gonna get me a bird. Right? No girlfriend. I was gonna get me a bird friend. Right? And that's a bad look. That's the look of every person in your life has flown away. Like, bird dude is a bad look. But I'll leave you on this. You guys are super fun. Thank you. She's a bisexual woman. I bring this up, not because I thought it was weird, but I tell people this, and then I like watch this like weird, uncomfortable thing around like, I'm a man, those guys, right? And I realized that a lot of like, are really just insecure about the idea that their girl could ever get more pussy than them. And now here's the thing, she's hot, so she probably has. But I'm not worried, because like, I don't have the best dick, but I got a kind and supportive dick. Right? Like, I don't always dick her down, but I make it a point to raise her up. Like, I'm really working on making her come to accept herself. Thank you guys very much. My name is Hunter White. You can find me on Instagram at My Name is Hunter.
Right on, give it up for Hunter. Nice.
Sorry. Always getting the, Birdman, Bird Boy. Birdman, I think. Yeah, Bird Boy, weird, right? No one like that. So real quick, what you said about being bisexual. You guys use Bumble or the dating apps? Is it?
No.
If you're not on bisexual setting, you're on the whatever, male or female, whatever you edit, you'll just get what you ask for, right? But sometimes I realize, and for those who on the app also realize, that every like 50 to 100, they'll throw in a dude for me, and I'll be like, is this to make me consider, you know, am I, aren't I? I was like, why am I having this? I'm taking a shit right now. This is not the place to be making these decisions. Swipe left for now. Anyway, let's keep it going, guys. Ready for more comedy? All right, we're almost through this. Next comedian, next performer is gracing us with his presence. Is a new face in town that we've seen. Also, old friend of Sunda Kronquist. So give it up for the very fantastic Michael.
Thank you so much. All right, you guys got to stop with this old people crap. I mean, we're just as good as you guys. I mean, you know, but there's a lot of energy up here, and I like it. So I'm gonna take it down a notch a little bit. So yeah, Sunda and I go way back. We're old friends. We've known each other. We're not old. We just known each other. So I am Italian. So I want to get a couple of things straight right from the beginning. I'm not in the mob. My favorite movie is not The Godfather. And I don't have any relatives either in Bayonne, Newark, or Jersey City. I hate disparaging remarks like that. It's very bad for us Italians. You know what I mean? So I'm Mike. I'm from New Jersey. My pronouns are me, myself, and I. I knew there was going to be a time that the joke was going to come in handy. So, but I don't get all this non-binary, no sexual, asexual stuff. I just don't get it. And they must really go nuts over in Europe because everything over there is gender specific. So, I mean, you know, I don't want to have to get up one day and my car won't start because I called it "le" instead of "la." It's like, oh man, it's like, come on. It's like, oh man, get the book out. And it's like, oh shit. It's L apostrophe. I knew that. I mean, come on, I'm new to the language. Come on, s'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît. I gotta look just a little bit. All right, so actually, I've been traveling a lot. I've gone to France a few times, quite a few times, and I actually really like it, so I'm gonna learn the language. And everybody says, French is just so hard. It says, oh, why don't you, it's not like any other language. Why don't you learn Italian or Spanish? And I'm like, well, first of all, I'm going to France. Right? And, what was the second of all? Oh, and second of all, I mean, how hard can it be? I mean, even the animals over there understand it, you know? So. All right. Let's see. There we go. All right, so that's, Alec Baldwin. You guys like Alec Baldwin out here? And, yeah, we're kind of stuck with him back east. I mean, he did 30 Rock in New York, did Saturday Night Live. There is that shooting thing. He's going to be on Broadway. Did you hear that?
No.
You really didn't? No, you didn't? No, he's going to be on Broadway. So the National Endowment for the Arts is funding a program to pass out bulletproof vests before every year. And afterwards, they're going to collect them all, you know, after he leaves the building. All right. So it's great to be back in LA, the land of big lips and fake tits. And that's just the guys. And that used to be a joke. So anyway, the traffic out here is terrible. You guys can't drive for jack out here. It's like any time of the day or night on the 405, I mean, you could just be there for hours. So driving, parking, you guys know how to park. You're really, really good at parking. Yeah, thank you. Very good. All right, valet parking. But it's not like we don't have traffic back in New Jersey. I mean, we have traffic back in New Jersey, but I mean, our main artery or our main road is Route 80. And that's another thing. We don't call it the 80, all right? Like we call our roads, by their name. It's Route 80, not like the 405 and all that stuff. If I said the 80, they put me in an insane asylum, Nothing against insane asylums, and I don't know anybody insane over here. I mean, it's okay. I really don't mind. But our main road goes from west to east. Okay, so it goes from New Jersey west to east into New York by the George Washington Bridge. So in the morning, that means that we're driving to work with the sun in our eyes, and at night we're driving home with the sun in our eyes. So at least we have an excuse. I mean, you guys, there's no excuse. You guys got no excuse. You guys go north to south. I mean, come on. So, all right, so that's the traffic. Yeah. All right, so I was a little late coming here. I was at a surprise 60th birthday party. Woo! Yeah, I was 47, surprise. And also I got into a little accident on the way over here on the 405. This big silver pickup truck cut me off getting off of 405, getting onto La Cienega. And all I can see was Dodge, Ram, Dodge, Ram, Dodge, Ram, Dodge. And I'm saying, don't put that kind of pressure on me to make that kind of a decision in that small amount of time. So I made the wrong one. Ram. All right. Let's see. Surprise. Yeah. Oh, so I've been doing a lot of traveling, and I've been to, the last airport I had to go to was Charlotte Airport. Anybody been there? Yeah. You've been to Charlotte Airport. Very, very small place. Very difficult to find. It's kind of like, I don't know if you know BWI in Maryland or, you have, really. Or Redding, up in Redding, California. But anyway, you know how guys, they never ask for directions how to get to someplace, and when they finally get there, hours and hours, then they make up some excuse to explain, their behavior. So I'm driving around for a couple hours, and I bump into it, and I said, oh man, there it is. And then I noticed the call letters are CLT. And I said, they're only off by one letter, so no wonder why I couldn't find it there. All right, there we go. Let's see, surprises. All right. Oh, I'm a doctor, so I'm sure you all noticed that. Yeah, thank you. You're all patients, I'm sure, so thank you for that. But anyway, when I was a student, and I had my OB rotation, so I'm on call one night, and a lady goes into labor, they bring her into the operating room, and I go and scrub up, and it's not really a sterile procedure, so I just put a mask on and got gloves, and I go in there, and I see the two OB residents who are on call with me, dressed in full regalia. I mean, they got everything. They got the gowns, they got booties, hats, goggles, gloves, a snorkel, everything. And I don't know what that's all about, but anyway, so I get up front, in position, to receive. And I hear them like snickering in the back, and I'm wondering what, did I sit in something? What's going on back there? So anyway, just then the lady lets out this big yell, and she pushes, and a huge jet of water hits me like right in the chest, and I'm like dripping from top to bottom, and I'm looking back, and they're just going like this, and all of a sudden, blood goes this way, and amniotic fluid goes that way, the umbilical cord, placenta, and well, actually the placenta is at the end. Just so that you know that I'm a doctor and all. I'm a real doctor. I know that it comes out at the end. But for the joke purposes, I mean, it's pretty gross. So the placenta, bicycle, a couple of cans of beta paste. And I'm saying, man, I'm saying, it's disgusting. I'm saying, with all that junk that comes out of that thing, it makes a guy think twice about ever wanting to put anything back up there again. All right. So my brother, he comes to stay with me a couple of days, and so I have this rack in my bathroom towel rack. It's got like 5 hooks on it. So I go in, I take my shower at night, and I put my towel on the furthest hook to the left over there, so I can give my brother plenty of room on to place his towel, and also for like for contact purposes. So next day, I take my shower, he takes a shower. Next day I go in, and I find that his towel is like right next to mine. on the hook right next to mine. And not only right next to it, I mean, it's like it's on it and touching it and everything. And I'm saying, Ralph, I'm saying, look, I left you all this space over here to put your cow, and you put it right on top of mine. And he says, Mike, he says, what are you worried about? We're brothers. I says, yeah, we're brothers, but I still don't want your ass on my face, you know? All right, that's my brother. That's my grandpa. Yeah. When I was in medical school, my family used to call me up for advice and all that stuff. So one night my grandpa calls me up and he says, hey, Michael, this is Grandpa. I said, yeah, I know, Grandpa. I said, I can recognize your voice. I said, what's up? He says, I think I got the shingles. I said, yeah. I says, what makes you think that? He says, well, I got this rash that really hurts, and it's on my belt line. And I'm saying, Grandpa, you got shingles on your neck? I said, I got to come down and I got to see this because I think it's reportable. I'm going to write a paper. I'll graduate early. So anyway, all right, I'm going to close the book on this. I have a few more minutes, right?
Not really.
I really don't?
You have a minute. Go ahead.
Oh, crap. No, I wanted to do a Shakespeare thing, but...
Oh, do the Shakespeare thing. I'm a fan.
Very, very, very quick. You are a fan.
I'm a fan, of
Okay, because
course,
everybody
of
says
course.
Shakespeare. Ooh, you know, well, you know why they do that? It's because in Shakespeare, you know, they got this, like, high art Olivier crap, like, you know, to be or to be. I mean, it's not that. You know, I mean, the secret to Shakespeare is there's a rhythm to it. Okay, it's 10 beats a line, iambic pentameter. I don't know if you know that. You know, to be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis noble in the mind to suffer, the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. Okay, so iambic pentameter is like 2 pairs, so it's 5 pairs, and so 10 beats. All right, so, but you don't want to fall into the trap of what they call the Shatner speak. Okay, it's like, to be or not to be. Here's the question. Bones, can you tell me the other line? It's like, God damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a thespian. So you don't want to get into that, okay? So I found a way, it's just speaking. Okay, I don't know if you know the story. His uncle kills his mother's, his uncle kills his father to sleep with his mother. And then the whole time, he's wondering, you know, should I have revenge? Should I tell my mom? They're not going to believe me because they're going to think I'm crazy because I heard it from a ghost. Or does he kill himself? And then they all die at the end. So that's basically the play. But it's just talking. So what I want to do, if I could just go right through, I want to do Hamlet, Act 3, Scene 1. All right? And I'm Hamlet. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in a mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles and by opposing in them, to die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartaches and the 1,000 natural shots that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep perchance the dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity a so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy take when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? And who would these fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others we know not of. Thus, conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er in the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment with this regard the currents turn awry and lose the name of action. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia, nymph and thy arsons, be all my sins remembered. Whatever the hell that means. Well, that's Shakespeare. Don't blame me, I didn't write it. That's Shakespeare for you.
Lovely performance. That was fantastic. Right on, man.
He's going to be doing Shakespeare in the Park merchant events with Alec Baldwin next month, so make sure to come out. Yeah.
Central Park.
And, oh, that's right, Central Park. Make sure to wear your vests. Double check them. You know, we will not check for you. So that was fantastic. Thank you. I'm so glad we got to see that. Give it up for Mike. He literally did the most famous monologue from the Bard. If you don't love Shakespeare, yeah, no, you were fantastic. You actually reminded me of David Strathairn. You know, the actor. No one, no, yeah, crickets. A very serious actor, stage actor. He's been in all the Born Supremacy movies, or that one, Born Supremacy one.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I can see the glaze. Action movies for the bros. Respect. All right, keep the show moving. Ready to go? More comedy?
Yeah.
That was lovely, Mike. Thank you so much for sharing that and your time. All right, this next comedian, he's going to handle the Gen Z millennial debate for us further. Give it up for Henry.
Henry!
Thank you, sir. I don't know if I'm gonna chime in much to the Gen Z millennial debate. I don't know. I mean, millennials get plenty of shit. Gen Z gets plenty of shit. I'm very Gen Z. I'm so Gen Z that I got a vaping-related illness. You think I'm joking? I'm dead serious. 2020, New Year, I was in the hospital for 4 nights. Not from like nicotine, just I'm from New York, so it's just like fake THC cartridges.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what's even more Gen Z is that I still vape. Even after all that happened. I'm a little bit tired, sorry. I'm a college student, if you're wondering how it's going. I'm in a comedy club on a Friday night. So, yeah. I'm not really tired from like my day though, I'm just tired. I'm tired mainly of sequels. You know sequels, like the concept of just... My problem with sequels is that it's really hard to make a good sequel, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Empire Strikes Back, very rare. Terminator 2, those are rare, good sequels. It's not often you get a good sequel. And I feel that most sequels are just the industry or the people who made the movies trying to cash in on the great thing that they've already built, you know? It's annoying. But none have really upset me recently as much as this. Like, what is DOS? The world's #2 card game. Who thought this was a good idea? I'm very upset about this. You ever walk into Target and just like get annoyed? Like, it's just, I don't know, they're just capitalizing on it. I had my international relations class today. And what's your face there, Allie?
I'm
Your
ready.
eyes-
No, I want to hear what's happening.
your eyes widen like, oh, international relations. Finally, something I love. Sorry to call you out. No, I don't know. I respect it, but I think it's really lame that a lot of kids in my classes wear masks during class. Like, I know I sound like a dick. I just feel like it makes you look a little bit lame. Like, oh, I'm just being careful.
No, you have to.
You don't have to. No.
Oh, okay.
No, not anymore. Most people are vaccinated. That's the thing. don't know.
SMC, they make you.
What's Southern Santa Monica College? Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they don't make I'm at LMU. They do not make us, and I feel like it's kind of lame if you do, just because like masks for the most part, the concept is like if you have something, it's not gonna get passed over to someone else, you know. So to some degree, it's not really helping you that much, but it's also just like, I don't know. I just think it makes you look like a loser. Like, oh, I'm just trying to be careful. Oh, I don't want to get anything. Like, I'm a
Ask the
freshman.
doctor.
I mean, ask the doctor. What do you think?
What do I think?
You probably
Do you
love
really want to
masks.
know what I think?
No, you probably love masks. Don't answer. You're good.
No. If you want to know.
I don't. Don't worry. I'll just do my jokes. We're good. No told me to. That's a callback to like a week ago, if anyone remembers. 2 weeks ago, yeah. I don't know, like, I get it, it's a personal choice, but I don't understand, like, the concept of, like, oh, you can't make fun of someone for their personal choice, like, as if personal choices haven't been a major basis of comedy for fucking decades, like, oh, you can't make fun of him for storming the Capitol, that was his personal choice, okay? Respect his choice, respect Trump's choice to grab women by the pussy, that's his choice to make, alright? Jeffrey Epstein chose to kill himself. Respect it. Let's not make fun of him. Right, I'm getting off topic in that one, but you get my point, you know? Seems a little silly to me. A little
else I want to talk about? Give me a second. I'm not just. What should I check the It's all downhill from the dose joke, I realize. I don't know, I was on Twitter during one of my classes yesterday, and I kind of forgot that Twitter allows porn to some degree. And I'm in class, and I just see a woman you think this Bush, you're telling me this Bush did 9/11? And it's just a fucking cesspool. Like, this dude looks at my computer screen. I'm like, bro, I don't control what Twitter puts up. I'm not doing it. Like, I don't think that Bush did 9/11, but like, I don't think it did. I wrote this next premise when I was in 7th grade, so let's see if it works out. I don't understand why babies find the idea of an airplane to be so appetizing. like you'll be feeding a baby like peas or some shit and they'll be disgusted, but if you threaten the baby with eating an airplane, they'll be like, I love terrorism, give me the airplane. There's something there. 7th grade Henry did something. We're good. He did something. Oh, okay. I was reading the paper. Here, this is probably, I can't tell if this is going to be funny or not. It might just be informative. So I was reading the paper and I saw that Biden was meeting with the families of Brittany Griner and Paul Whelan. You probably know one of those people, right? Brittany Griner. So Brittany Griner obviously was arrested in Russia for having a vape cart, whatever. So Paul Whelan, I looked it up because I was interested. Paul Whelan was a guy, he was a Marine who was discharged for bad conduct because he tried to steal $10,000 from the Marines, some shit like that. And basically he went to Russia to attend a fellow Marine's wedding. And basically he got there and was arrested for because they were suspecting him of spying. So he was arrested for espionage, charged to 16 years in prison for something he thoroughly did not do, because the CIA came out and was like, no, we would never hire someone that had a bad conduct discharge. Like, that's just not something we're gonna do, you know? So they kind of say like, oh, this has been a sham trial. And 4 years, this happened in 2018, he's been locked up for 4 years, and now Biden's talking to his family like, I'm really sorry this happened, you know, whatever he'll say. But, whereas, I don't know, I think, yeah, that's fucked up. Whereas Brittany Griner, you just gotta take that shit on the ass, man. Like, you broke a federal law, like a law of a different country. What do you expect to happen, you know? I get it, it's a little bit annoying, but maybe let's deal with the tens of thousands of people we have incarcerated in the United States for marijuana before we deal with her. Like, I don't know, if Neil Patrick Harris was arrested in Uganda for being gay, like, yeah, that would be a problem, but I wish I had something better to end on. How many minutes did I go for? I haven't paid yet. 10. Going for 10? Alright, I'll pay some to 10. Alright, you can follow me on Instagram at Henry Last. Thank you guys.
Alright, give it up for Henry. Very funny, man. Nice job. Sorry.
Give it up for live action Morty from Rick and Morty. Anybody? Oh jeez. Yeah. Oh jeez, Rick. Yeah, I'm glad you know that one.
I was watching a lot of Morty today, actually.
It just started the new season.
Oh, it's good. I like it so far.
It's great. Yeah, same. I will say though, real quick, not to ruffle any feathers, but my favorite holiday is January 6th.
Damn right.
I am right.
It's Armenian Christmas, you polarizing losers. Look at some of you. Turn some of you into the insurrection fund. Get a 50K. Need to get a down payment on a... Anyway, my point is... my point was I've been to Russia. And, yeah, I got your attention now, huh? It's not that bad, alright? On the plane over, I was next to this beautiful sex trafficker, and then I was next to this goat. And when I got there, pharmacies are the best. You can get Listerine, you get tampons, you get toothbrushes, you get blow dryer, you get an abortion for 12 rubles. It's amazing. Yeah, you guys are anti-Russia. I get it. Yeah, media's brainwashed you. Anyway, ready for a closer? You guys ready for a headliner tonight? It's been a lot of fun. It's been so much fun. I want you to give a warm hand of applause. It's very funny, very talented Anya West.
Take your time.
That's like the fastest I ever got to the stage.
Yeah.
Sunda wasn't here to see it.
Oh my gosh. She was like, oh, he walks so slow.
I know.
I do everything slow. It's not exclusive to just walking. Hello people. How goes it? Let's get to prepping. Hello everyone. See, there's a few faces that might not know me. For people that don't know me, my name is Anye. That's short for Anya Kachi. That's a full Nigerian name because I am a full Nigerian person. I was actually born in Nigeria, and I was raised in America, right? So that led to some situations that I like to consider, I don't know, like traumatic childhood experiences, low-key, you feel me? Like, that's what I would use, the word. Like, for example, growing up, my parents, we would have like these field trips, like the school is saying you're going on a field trip, right? Your parents is usually packing like Oreos, Lunchables, cookies, the usual, you feel me? But my parents is thinking like safari trip, like I'm finna be gone for a while. So they're packing like goat meat stew, like fish head stew, like fufu and goosey soup, like adult amounts of this in Tupperware, right? And the lids was loose, you feel me? These are very pungent dishes, right? And LAUSD didn't even believe in seatbelts, so one little speed bump, you feel me? And I got the whole bus smelling like my mom's village. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me do this right here. Sorry, y'all. I struggle with this. I got it. Yeah. Yeah, I worked AV. I should be able to do this. Yeah, you feel me? Got it. Still, you feel me? Y'all see the word. But yeah, so people, like even the teachers wouldn't want to ride with me, you feel me, on the bus. And it was hard because like, you know, kids be trading lunches and shit, like nobody wants to trade Oreos for a goosey soup. You feel me? It's not happening. It's not happening. But my parents didn't have a problem putting me through these traumatic childhood experiences. They actually did have a problem when I went ahead and got my ears pierced. I was in college though, feel me out. And you know, you're in college, you're young, wild, free, everybody's partying, doing drugs, having fun. Like, yo, let's go to Claire's, you feel me? Let's get our ears pierced, bro. Let's do it, bro. Our parents get telling nothing, bro. Let's go. I don't know why I sound a little Hispanic or not. I did go to school as majority Hispanic. Maybe that's what I was on at the time. I don't know. The memories. But I got my ears pierced, you know, in college, and it was like Thanksgiving break. I'm coming back, you know, and my dad picked me up from Amtrak, right? And I had the headphones over my ear, the Beats, over-ear joints, you feel me? And I fell asleep in the car, and I knew that there was a problem because I heard something that no African child wants to hear, right? It woke me up out of my sleep. If I heard this, I swear to God. Obina, it's time to send this boy home. It's time to send this boy home. He's lost his mind. It's time to send. And I woke up because I'm like, yo, send me home. Because we're driving home. But he's talking about like back to Nigeria home, like in the arms of the angels, like back to square one, like 5 cents a day. You can feed me, type of square one. You feel me? You're not trying to go back unless they already bought your ticket to come back here. You feel me? That's a trap. You're not coming back. I have cousins that I just do not see anymore. You know, you act bad and you just disappear. You know, and then you're in Nigeria. You feel me? It's crazy, but it's real. And so I'm like, God, what's wrong? Like, my grades come back. Like, what's the issue? He's like, yeah. Well, what's that here? Yeah. Are you trying to be a woman? I said, yeah, that with a full beard. Don't you think it's a bit late for this transition? I think I'm moving in 2 opposite directions. I'm stretched out if I'm trying to move in one day. You feel me? It just don't make sense. And people hear that, they're like, yo, your dad was going to send you back to Nigeria. Like, oh my God, you want me to call Child Protective Services? Like, oh my God. Me and my dad gets like that all the time, bro. Me and my dad get into it, like, we got into that yesterday, bro. I was driving to the airport, he was saying the same thing, I'm finna take you to Nigeria. I'm like, bro, you about to go to Nigeria, you gonna meet me there? Like, what are you talking about? I'm older now, I will buy my ticket back, bro. Like, I can make the decision. But one time I'll never forget that we got into it real bad. It was actually a tough time in my life. My grandma had just passed, and I'm in middle school, right? And I'm just trying to get through my day, you know, I'm young, just trying to get through my shit. You got that one kid that's always bothering me at school and attacking this type of kid. For me, it was this kid named Malik. He kept messing on, yo, Malik, it's not the time, bro, chill out, like, I'm not having it. Then he said something to my grandma. I said, man, fuck that, bro, I see you at PE. Bell rings. Whoop. I come back to my senses. I've never been in a fight in my entire life. Never. And the only thing I know about fighting is the WWE on TV, and anybody told me that was fake. You feel me? So I'm like, worst come to worst, I'm gonna just plan it out, right? So I had my idea, right? I'm gonna hit him. He gonna hit me. I'm gonna eat that. Hit him harder, then I hit him with the finishing move. Crowd not gonna go, what to do? I'm gonna mess him up like that. Get the championship trophy. The girls gonna come out, the confetti gonna come down. It's gonna be an amazing experience for my friends. That was my idea. So I'm planning it out in my head, you know, I'm doing the rolls in my head on the way. PE comes, I see Malik. I'm walking down. I'm like, okay, Susie's right there. I'm gonna hit the first move, take the hit, eat that, hit him harder, setting up the finishing move. Then the crowd's like, all this shit. So Malik gets to the spot. I'm waiting for it. Right before I can hit Malik, he hits me first. I panic. Because I'm Nigerian, I did the math. Even if I hit him back, now he can hit me with the finishing move. I don't want to see that finishing move. I don't know what's going to happen at that point. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to grab him. I grabbed Malik. I don't know if I didn't have my nails cut that day or the Lord was just with me, but when they split us up, there was blood all over my shirt. I'm not bleeding. I look at Malik. He's leaking blood. The bell rings. Woo! The other kids come down and look over the balcony. They see Malik bleeding blood. They see me. Oh my God, Anya beat him up. Anya beat his ass. Hell yeah, I beat his ass. The hell, you see him my grandma? I don't play that. You know I'm African. You don't play that shit, bro. You feel me? I'm talking it up. Talking it up. While I'm talking it up, I feel a hand on my shoulder. I'm like, yo, you see what I just did to bro right here? It's the principal of the school. You're not co-principal with no jacket. You just out here with no jacket. It's the principal of the school. He sees Malik, he sees me. He said, no, Anya, you're going to get suspended. Damn. I'm an honor roll student. I ain't even been in detention. I'm trying to negotiate my way out this shit. I'm like, ooh, principal. Actually, I can't do tomorrow because I feed the class pet. Don't you care about animals, animal rights? I have to feed him, so we have to find a better day to work our schedules, you feel me? Like, we can work it out, you feel me? It's absolutely not. You get suspended. My parents come to pick me up, my mom specifically. My mom's a nurse, you feel me? So she's a very loving woman. You know, she picks me up. She's quiet for the first, couple minutes of the drive, and then she finally says something to me. She's like, I ain't got you. What are you doing in school? This is not like you. Why are you fighting in school? I said, Mom, well, it's not actually me. You won't believe it. They actually said something about your mother. She said, my mother? I said, yes, Mom. Your mom. She said, these are American children. I said, yes, Mom, the American children. Us Nigerians need to stay together. That's why I had to do it, to stand up for us. You feel me? I'm telling her this. She's not buying it, right? She's like, but no, you, it's okay. Just when we get home, just tell your dad the same thing. You'll be okay. I said, tell dad. Hold on, Mom. We're in America. Women's rights. You feel me? You make the decision. What does the other man have to say about this? You feel me? We already decided that it's okay. And I panic, because I'm like, my dad don't play that shit. You feel me? So I'm like, fuck. At least I could do is when I get home, have a, run in my room, grab some pillows, and an extra pair of pants, to prepare for the beating, essentially. So I'm trying to, get to my room, and I get to the house, and my dad, like, his Nigerian senses was tingling, because as soon as my foot touched the floor, he's like, oh, I got you, come here. So I went, yes, Dad, how is it? How you doing? He's like, what happened in school today? Nigerians stutter when they're angry. What happened in school today? I said, well, actually, Dad, it was quite chilly this morning to start it off. I didn't even bring my jacket. I don't know if you saw it on the couch. Crazy start to the day. Because I'm anemic, right? Freezing. But I did make it through. Got my test back. Did a little poorer than I expected. Well, why are you fighting in school? I said, oh, my fight. That. I thought we were just talking about the full day. Sorry, Dad. Just running through it. Maybe the lead up could help explain why I was fighting. But, you won't believe what these American children did, right? These American children. They said something about your mom, about your wife. Your wife's mother? Right, 25 years you guys are married. Wow, can you believe that, right? Clap it up for you guys, right? So, what does that have to do with you? I said, That was his reaction. What does that have to do with you? First you want to be a woman, now you want to be a boxer? I said, That doesn't even make sense timeline-wise, because that hasn't happened yet. Don't think about it. It's for the joke. It's for the joke. So he leaves the room, right? He said, I'll show you what a boxer is. Leaves the room. And I panic again because there's 3 levels of African punishment, right? There's the worst of the worst. You feel me? Getting sent to Nigeria. I told you, you don't go unless they already bought your ticket back. There's the first level. You feel me? You get beat. You get beat for anything. You get beat for blinking too loud. Your shadow touch your mom's shadow in the store. You get beat for that. It's light. You feel me? But there's a middle ground is called cruel and unusual African punishment. And it's like, I don't know if you've seen tribal print before, but that's how creative they are with their punishments. Like, my dad once made me sit on my elbows, like stand on my elbows, like my elbows, on dry rice. How do you know this hurts? What did you go through? Did you fall on dry rice? Like, my child would do this. Like, how did you think? How did you even know this would hurt me? How did you plan this out? Like, you stand up the rice, I'm like, what is going on now? My dad comes back to the room, confusing again, with a Webster's dictionary, a Webster-sized dictionary. I'll show you what a boxer is. So I'm like, he's not finna hit me with that. That's wild. You feel me? If he hit me with the shit. So hold it. I'll show you what it is. I said, okay. So I'm holding it. I'm like, dictionary, bro. I could just tell you what a boxer is. Somebody just said it's in boxing. We could Google that, bro. It's so easy. He's like, no, just hold it. So I'm holding it. It's an easy punishment, bro. This is the easiest punishment ever. I'm thinking about 2K and everything. This is all we gotta do, right? First 2 minutes, light. Easy work. Holding it. 4 or 5 minutes pass by. I'm like, wow, this dictionary. They add some words to this. They add some words to this. The definitions. I just 6, 7 minutes. God, please, I'm just a woman, please. I don't want to make bucks out, please. I'm just a woman, please. So that's how it did work though, because I never fought again after that. That was my last fight. It definitely chilled me the fuck out. Also the weed helped. The weed helped chill me the fuck out. And I'm very confident that I'm touching at least 8 minutes now, maybe more. And so thank you guys so much for the time. I appreciate it. At Play Nice in Long Beach. So we'll figure out how we're doing for that. Yeah,
What time is it?
that shit is at 7. But it's on my Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram and then I'll tag you and get you all the shit. You feel me?
Alright. Give it up for Anye!
Love a good parents beating you story. Takes me right back home. Anyway, that has been a lot of fun. Give it up for yourselves, guys. That was a lot of fun. A lot of stories, a lot of great stuff. This has been the LA School of Comedy Open Mic, September 16th. Thank you again for coming.
You're an amazing host.
Oh, you're amazing. Thank you so much. And we will see y'all next week. Thank you. Oh, of course, yeah. Staying right there. If you go down the hall to the left, and then go right. Yeah, good stuff today, John.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm angling towards. You had a really good set. I haven't seen you go up in a long time. It's funny 8 minutes.
But that would have been like a good closer.
That's the thing.
Guys, by the way, you guys are live on YouTube, so you can find your sets there. If you want your individual clips for whatever reason, for Instagram or whatever, just email me.
Love the energy. Love
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna have some new stuff, trying to figure out some stuff.
My middle name is my dad's favorite movie.
My favorite movie.
Really? Yeah, it's my dad's too. That's why my middle name's so quick.
You're a very good performer.
I've actually only seen it twice. Alright, see you next time. Well, no, I've like half seen it. He watches it on Christmas and I sometimes.
Yeah, thank you. That'd be great.
I don't know how to. You seem like
Have a great weekend, man.
you like sound like Sarah Silver. I feel like you're like. Do you?
What is it?
God,
Great job today.
no, but I just feel like have you ever gotten that before? You just sound like Sarah Silver.
You're doing great.
That's what a dude's house. Just
The rhythm, the cadence is really
that was so. I did manage a
What was your name again? Parker.
You say
Yeah, nice meeting you. You live out in Malibu?
Not anymore. No, I live in West
They're working on the cadence.
It was called Foy in Agora Hills.
You know, when you bring up the notes, it's like
Oh, okay, it was in Agora Hills.
Oh, for sure. The thing with the middle, yeah, it's a tough one, but like
Oh,
you got back, because I think you leaned into yourself. You know, talked about your brother,
You
your
used to go to the
life,
wedding.
I used to that story about all the stuff they did. That really happened.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just really like. I just feel like but then like didn't really. It hasn't been that long. I stopped.
You know, like everybody wasn't
the
COVID.
13th. So it's
Yeah,
been
like
like
yeah, you know, hey, I got just my grannies on. Okay, I'm ready.
The sounded like kind of like
all over me.
I haven't done it just because like
You were
kind of committed. I didn't feel like there's just.
Yeah, well, I had my glasses on. I had a mask on. This was
Yeah,
the 90s.
Everyone's
Yeah,
One Boy
Corporation we have there.
Yeah.
I go to
It was
meetings.
like, I was so
Lately, I've only been going to like
laughing.
Your set was really funny.
So they said, yeah.
I literally didn't even have. I just like made a plan. I was like, okay,
Dress up like that, that's what you do.
like I didn't even write. Like I just kind of. Well, I like just knew I was gonna talk.
You were a fan. Are you an actor?
The neighborhood playhouse.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shakespeare was a big part of it.
So
And
you definitely seem like an actor. I was like, wow. And I was like, no one learns monologue unless they get,
Yeah,
care.
well, no, you can't. But yeah, I thought. Yeah, I know.
I could take a break and then move again, but Thursdays.